Tough choice with Kazeem, Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.
Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem, Rahman. On the hot seat today is one of our returning champions. Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, John Liu. How you doing, John?
Hello. I'm doing great. I'm excited to be back. I love what you do here, so I'm just really thrilled. Thanks for having me back.
We are glad to have you back. Every time you're here, I'm saying every time. This is only your second time yet. But the first time you're here, you taught everyone a lot about animals and safety and everything. So yeah, John, are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's
Guys,
do it.
you know how we do here. We don't really waste any time. The game is Tough Choice. You must pick between the two choices. You must explain yourself. You get one pass, you get one pause. And at the end, of course, we have our final choice.
Let it begin. Let it begin.
Now, John, it is time for our constant choice.
Constant.
Everyone in the month gets the same first question. John Liu, would you rather discover you've inherited 10 million from a distant relative, but you must live in a haunted house for 10 years, or receive 500,000 with no strings attached from a publicly despised person? Now, the question that always we get answered, because you're the third person to have this question. The question that was always asked is, what do we mean by publicly despised? We're not talking about political figure, because there are people that love political figures and people that hate political figures. This is a person that literally everyone in the world does not like.
Got it.
We're not picking a we're not picking a person right now.
It's a hypothetical.
It's just a hypothetical person that everyone in the world does not like, and everyone knows that person gave you $500,000 with no strings attached, and you don't like them.
That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to address that one first, because that's not my first choice, but I will say if it's being asked, here's the thing. If everyone hates them and I'm taking $500,000 away from them, that's $500,000 they don't have. I'm doing everyone in the world a favor. But my answer is, you said $1 million or 10 million?
10 million.
10 million in the haunted house for 10 years.
Yes.
You're telling me I get a free place to live and $10 million.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. I never thought about the free place to live. I only thought that it was haunted.
It all depends. Right. It also depends on how haunted the place is.
Very haunted.
Very haunted. Like we're talking malevolent spirits.
You're not getting attacked, but there are spirits and ghosts and stuff like that.
No problem. 10 million in the haunted house, easy. I say that for this particular reason.
Okay.
I am married and my wife used to go ghost hunting for fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
damn.
She would love
Y'all
that
good
place.
Then.
Yeah. She would love that place. And two, she would know the right people to help get rid of those spirits.
Yeah, exactly. I think if your wife is a ghost hunter, then
it's an automatic.
It's an automatic.
Free.
You're fine.
That's like an annual pass to Disneyland.
You will sleep well at night, because if your wife's a ghost hunter, she'll go there before it's time to move in. She'll handle her business. She'll be like, all right, babe, go get the movers.
Yeah,
get the couch. I found some artwork. She's not even worried.
Yeah. So the other thing is, the place that I used to live in up north, someone died in there. And there were a couple of incidents where I'm like, all right, that's a little spooky. So I'm kind of like, all right, we got a roommate. That's no problem to me.
Okay.
And especially since you said I'm not getting attacked, that's just creepy.
Yes.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yes.
You know, as long as they're not running up the utilities it doesn't matter with the insurance, I'm good.
They're running. It's still spirits, so they're still doing spirit stuff.
Yeah. I guess they'll break a pot here and there.
Yeah. Break a pot here and there, close a window, break a window, do this, do that. But
that's what
you're not gonna physically get attacked. Now, what if you did get attacked?
No, then 500,000.
Then 500,000.
Safety's gonna be first. I can live with odd things.
Attacked but not die.
There's a lot you can survive.
Yes.
There's a lot of things you can survive. One of the things, like I said, because my wife is knowledgeable about that supernatural stuff, she's seen people get sick from haunted objects, from charged objects with negative energy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, if it's just weird noises, the blanket being pulled from me every now and then.
Yes.
That's what it's like living with somebody anyway.
Yeah.
So 10 million buys a lot of therapy. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So for me, easy. $10 million, 10 years. No rent increase. Are you kidding me? Place to live? Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Damn. Okay.
I am practical.
Okay. You know what? I'm with you. Honestly, part of me probably next episode, I'm gonna try to figure out how I can finagle my way to get this 500,000 and not have everyone hate me. Because the problem with the 500,000 is that even though you know it's strings attached, everyone is told these are no strings attached.
Right.
But conspiracies are conspiracies, and the internet will always be undefeated.
That's true.
Right? So if a globally despised person gave one individual 500,000,
right,
even I'm gonna be like, what's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on here? So
that's fair.
We gotta do the 10 million. I really don't want a haunted house though. I don't know. I am one of those people that I don't faint, but I will get startled, where it's like, oh snap. Like a mosquito, I'll just move. I'm one of those guys where if a mosquito is around me, I'll move my hands as fast as possible.
That's true.
I won't like slightly sway and try to slowly move the thing. I will try my hardest to kill the thing.
Let me ask a sub question. When do you get the 10 million? Do you get it at the end of the 10 years? Immediately? And
you sign a contract that you have to stay here for 10 years.
Define stay, because 10 million buys a lot of vacations.
Stay. You have to stay. This is when you are in Los Angeles, you lay your head at this haunted house.
So I can't take like a month-long cruise or nothing like that.
We're going to be fair and say no.
Okay.
Because also there are month-long cruises, but like, come on now. Let's be fair.
That's true.
You can take a vacation every weekend. You can take a couple days. You can do this. You can do that. You can spend the day in Malibu, come back home, and yada, yada, yada. But if we're talking a 30-day vacation, you may not do the 30-day vacation.
Yeah, because I'm just like you. I'm trying to think of weasel holes. But you know what? $10 million is a lot of money.
Yes,
and
it is.
It's also very comfortable to sleep on.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That was our constant choice.
Constant.
Let us continue. Would you rather have a pet that can talk but only speaks in riddles, or a plant that produces a new fruit every day but you never know what it will taste like?
Like scientifically new fruit, or just like
a new fruit?
A banana that tastes like an apple or something like that.
Oh, that's good to know. That's a good question. I'm saying that's good to know. I wrote the question.
Yeah.
I will say it will be a regular fruit, banana, apple, pear, orange, but you don't know what it's going to taste like. Could taste good, could taste bad. It could, like you said, it could be a banana that tastes like an apple.
Okay.
Right? It could be a pear that tastes like an orange.
And I have to eat this fruit.
It does not say you have to eat the fruit, but I will say you have to at least taste it.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. If it's not poisonous, if it's not toxic, I'm okay with that. But the pet that talks in riddles would be interesting. Does it also have the intelligence to not constantly talk? Because
no.
I mean, like,
it's a pet.
Dog. Yeah.
It's a pet. It's not like an intelligent pet, but it will talk.
Got it. I will take the plant.
You'll take the plant.
I volunteer at a shelter, and
yes.
I love dogs. I love animals. I love cats, but sometimes they are just loud and constantly loud.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't know when to be quiet,
yes,
like barking, you can kind of tune out. But if someone's talking to you, it's hard to tune out. At least the plant gives me something, free food. God, I'm such a cheapskate. I'm always talking about the money.
At least the plant gives you free food. You're absolutely right.
And even if I don't use it, I'll use it as fertilizer or compost.
Yeah. Damn, you're really like a humanitarian. You're like a even if I don't use this fruit, I can still use it for the world as a whole and do good in this world. I understand. I don't like animals. So already I don't want this.
Yeah. I like well-behaved animals.
But that's different for you also, because you work in a shelter, and so you can always train an animal, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But the way that you're saying like this, when you train an animal, even then, like dogs don't know when to shut up.
Right. And I love dogs, but yeah, there are just times that they don't. Everyone's walked past that one house with that one dog that doesn't shut the hell up.
Yeah.
And you don't need to walk by a house where the dog's asking you what walks on 4 legs in the morning.
Yeah.
2 legs at noon and 3 legs in the evening.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what is the answer though?
Man.
Yeah, the
classic Sphinx riddle in the evening with a cane. 3 legs.
Oh.
And that's the one I know. If there's one, to make matters worse, if it's a riddle that I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna waste so many brain cycles trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah,
My day is gonna be ruined.
That is true. That is true. Not only do I not like animals, I am such a compulsive, obsessive person that if a stupid animal says a riddle to me, I'm gonna go try to figure that out. I'm going to go try to figure that out.
And
it's going to be annoying.
And to make matters worse, you said this is just an animal. So it's not like it's going to tell you, yeah, you got it right, or no, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
So
and it's your pet.
Yeah.
And it's your pet. It's not like you said, it's not like you're walking past the house. This is your pet in your house.
24/7.
24/7.
So give me that plant. Give me that free food.
Yeah. I'll take the
It's a mystery.
Food. Yeah, I'll take the free food and the mystery. Who knows what it's going to taste like? We'll figure it out. Would you rather be able to change the color of anything with a touch, or have the ability to make any small object levitate when you clap your hands?
How small are we talking about?
Small
What's the
object.
limit? What's the upper limit?
The biggest is we'll say the size of like a PlayStation.
One?
Small object.
PlayStation 1?
PlayStation, we'll say no, PlayStation 4.
Ooh, that's actually pretty big.
Yeah, that's a
talking
small
about?
object. No, you just levitates.
Like eye level? Because I can think of so many
A
applications.
small object levitate when you clap your hands. We'll say levitate to chest level.
Chest level, okay.
Of your person. So my chest, and then if I clap, it's my chest. If you clap, it's your chest.
Interesting. Okay, so here's my thing. I'll first of all, this is a hard choice because I want both.
This isn't hard at all. I'll do the levitation. Why do I need to change colors?
Check this out. Okay. This is my idea. Go to a KKK convention and change everyone's skin color to a minority skin color.
John, you are a genius. I don't. Okay. Because words matter. It says change the color of anything with a touch. That is true. Of anything.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Grand Wizard.
Wow.
Shake hands. End of story.
Yo.
But at the same time, think about the implications of levitation. Think about
John, who cares about levitation now? I'm going to change white people to be black. Wow. And if I want to go buy a home, I'm going to go in and I'm going to be like, hey, I want this home. And they're going to deny me. And I'm just going to be like, all right, well, I'll be back. And then I'm just going to change my color real quick.
Right.
And then right after I sign the lease, boom, back to black.
Right
in front of them. I'm going to make sure I do it right in front of them. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And you can save so much money on clothes just by touching your shirts and suits.
Yo, John. Yes. Are you serious? I didn't even listen. Sometimes when I write questions, I just write them and I move on about my business. But I did not think that, yeah, you're right. I can just buy a pack of really cheap, like not cheap, like thick enough shirts. And then I can just change the color of my shirt, change the color of my shoes. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Get that 10-pack at Costco and you're golden.
And we're golden. We're set.
Right?
I can make up colors.
Yeah, and think about applications for jewelry. Get a stainless steel ring, fake gold.
Yes.
Or stuff like that.
Stainless steel ring. I mean,
it'll look like gold.
It won't be gold. It'll look like gold, but I mean, who cares nowadays? Who cares nowadays?
Actually, you know what else you can do? Diamonds. Because you know they rate it by color and like the
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because the higher grade diamonds are like pure transparent.
Yes.
And they get yellow or black or even red or blue. There's like these rare, element impurities that get mixed in, change the color.
Okay.
So you get in there, touch those diamonds, and chocolate diamonds, they call it, the darker brown ones.
Yeah. Or like a black diamond.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just how much do you want to screw De Beers over if you can change color? There you go.
A lot. Just give me all the yellow diamonds and I'm going to touch them and turn them white diamonds.
Yeah. Or whatever color you want, because black diamonds now are kind of in vogue.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a style choice. But there you go. That's me thinking. I'm just kind of messing things up.
Yo, I don't even want to do any more questions. That was genius. Who cares? And the fact that you even tried to go back to the levitation. No, who cares? No, we're done. We're off levitation now. we are going to change things colors. He's like, and then if you do the levitation, no, sir, not anymore. I'm not doing no levitation. Who cares? I want to change things. All right. Would you rather have shoes that make you run incredibly fast, but only backwards, or have a hat that allows you to understand animals, but only when it's raining?
God, the hat would be useless here. California rains maybe 10 days of the year.
Yeah.
How fast backwards are we running?
Incredibly fast. Like not Usain Bolt level, but Usain's little brother.
Got it. Okay, so I cannot substitute my commute with these magical shoes.
You can if you're like going to Ralph's. Like if you're going to your local grocery store, then yes. But also, you have to remember you're running backwards. You
and
cannot
I can't see.
Yeah, exactly. Unless there's like video, unless
even then, I don't know if my reflexes are going to be fast enough to compensate.
No, your reflex. Let's be fair. Your reflexes will be fast enough. You're basically the Flash, but only backwards.
So only about 30, 45 miles per hour, though. You said not quite.
Only
the same.
about 30, 45 miles an hour.
I think I'm going to take that. I think I'm going to take the talk to animals thing.
With the hat.
Yeah, with the hat. Because this is my thing.
Okay.
How much can we advance the prospect of animal research with this hat?
A lot.
Exactly.
Most likely.
Or even
if you can just talk to them.
Yeah, if I can talk to them, like go to an aquarium, go to an indoor aquarium like Monterey Bay. Can I, just imagine the research problems we could solve. It's the science, the studies, hurting, or just even. Or the implications are tremendous. Think about how illegal fishing happens, people who break seasons, poachers, so many applications for research and talking to animals, even when it rains.
Yeah.
I got to do that. And that's not even like the benefit to say farmers or turning this into a consultation service. Hey, your flock is having problems. Hire me on these days and let's talk.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Your flock... You can be like, yo, your cows don't like you like that. Yeah. So let me talk to them and see what's going on.
Yeah, and think about animal welfare groups, people who do inspections to make sure that the animals are cared for, ethical, things. Hey, I'm here to inspect your farm. Oh, you're treating your cows well, huh? Let's talk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the cows can be snitching.
Yeah, and on the flip side, think about how much will foster farms pay you?
Okay.
If you can
talk to their animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why do all my answers involve making money?
Because that's what we do here, John. Stop it. Don't try to act like that's not the motivation. Mm-hmm. Right? We're going to use the hat. We're going to make some coin. Mm-hmm. Right? Because here's the thing. How much money can you make off shoes when you're running backwards?
Next to none.
And that's also another thing. How much money can you make off just running fast? We're in our 30s. I'm not about to anybody like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're not.
If we trip and fall, we're done.
But also, it just says incredibly fast. It doesn't mean you're the fastest. If I was the fastest man running backwards,
right,
then okay.
Right.
Then I can figure that out.
Right.
But since you're just running incredibly fast, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some coin while it's raining.
Right.
Right. And then when you really think about it, you're only working how many days out of the year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you can make a lot of money.
I'm charging them $1 million for the whole year. Keep me on retainer.
Exactly. Because no one else is going to have that skill set. We all know how important exclusivity is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, it is now time for our segment. Something has got to go.
Get out of here.
I was looking for the sound effect. All right, John, I am going to give you 3 man-made items, and you tell me what can go, and when they go, the legacy that they've created will also go. So for instance, if you have a typewriter, then the keyboard is also gone. Things like that. So first selections: the elevator, the electric fan, wireless communication technology.
Oh man, that's rough. If you take away the elevator, that hampers so much construction. That hampers.
I never thought about that. I never thought about construction. I only thought about me. I can walk upstairs, but if we're going to actually build things, a lot of times they need those elevators to build up.
And you can only do ramps for so long. On the other hand, an electric fan also causes problems. Solenoid technology, rotors, helicopters, jet engines, exhaust systems.
Wait, helicopters run on the same thing that an electric fan runs on?
Well, I'm just thinking on the physics, because you said the legacy of it.
Oh, no, but helicopter doesn't run on the same thing electric fan runs on.
Yeah, I guess, because you're right. It's a system of gears rather than a solenoid. So that's not as bad, but still exhaust systems, rudimentary vacuums, engines. That's
really?
Maybe, because don't they all have kind of a rotating fan to pull the movement of air?
To cool it, right? Yeah. But I don't think the engine is different. I will say that. The engine is different because
I may be overextending.
It's a combustion thing. So things are moving if things are being blasted.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of the form factor of an electric fan.
Oh, no. This is just electric fans.
And the third one was wireless communications.
Like walkie-talkies and stuff.
Yeah, that has to stay. That has to stay. Wireless communications probably, and I may be talking out my ass here, but it sounds like we're talking the electromagnetic spectrum, sending stuff through radio waves and frequency. That's a huge part of current technology. I'd probably have to say electric fans have to go. Electric fans, elevators. Electric fans have to go.
Electric fan has to go, I think. I agree with you. At first I thought elevator, now I think electric fan.
Yeah, because anyone can create a pulley system, and that's pre-elevator. So we'll still have pulleys and levers.
Yes.
We'll find something else. Electric fans, you can create a gyro that'll wind up like a spiral staircase still.
Yes.
There'll be ways. They built the pyramids. We can build stuff.
Well, also, listen, we can still figure it out. And if we're hot outside, they have the hand fan, right? We still have the hand whatever thing to use, right? Instead of a fan. And
that's the other thing I was thinking of, computers. Those server farms, all the computing. Now we have cooling technology. We run, counterbalance. A heat distribution system that isn't based on fans. So, you and I grew up at the time when we built our own laptops.
And you needed computers. The fan. Yeah.
But there's other ways to do it.
And sometimes that fan will be super loud, right? If it's working hard.
Yeah. And now there's other ways to do it. Liquid cooling, among other things.
So and liquid cooling will still be there.
Yeah. So I think we can get rid of electric fans.
We can get rid of electric fans.
Yeah. The rest are good. That's my choice.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going electric fan also. All right, second selection. The mechanical clock, the thermometer, the photocopier.
Mechanical clock, thermometer, photocopier.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm not... you know what? Mechanical clock.
Okay.
Photocopier. And then... what was the third choice again?
Thermometer.
Mercury based, right?
Yes, the original thermometer.
Yeah,
not the digital, because that was later on.
Oh, then that answers the question. That's pretty easy. Get rid of the thermometer. I'm not aware of many things that require mercury as it stands now.
Yeah.
You can use different molecules that contain mercury, for medical purposes. But the use of mercury in thermometers, I can see that being super easily supplanted. Like you mentioned, we've got digital thermometers.
Yeah, we have digital now.
Yeah, so that's an easy one for me. Mercury, there's no need for it. Photocopy, image technology, we need that, especially in this modern day and age.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Heat bonding inks, you got to keep that. And
Do we need the mechanical clock if we don't have... Well, let's be fair also, because we have to be fair. When I said that if it leaves, then the legacy of that also leaves. So if there's no mechanical clock, then there is no digital clock. And if there is no mercury thermometer, then there is no digital thermometer.
Yeah, okay, so here's my thing. Finding ways to sense different temperatures, there's always going to be a way to do it. Worst case scenario, there's a manual system, just objective judgment.
Yeah, touching it.
But for mechanical
That's how my mom did it.
Yeah.
If my mom wanted to know if I had a fever, she just touched my forehead and said, go lay down.
Right.
No medicine.
And there's
No,
gonna be
nothing.
Yeah, and there's gonna be ways to mimic that through other means besides mercury.
Yes.
Even without mercury. Mechanical clock. I think the core technology there that exists is the system of gears required to put it together. But there were other applications of gears before the mechanical clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and to tell time, there's always things like the sundial or other ways
Yes.
to measure time. It's the precision you need. That's why Swiss watches are so expensive. Just the handiwork on the small, tiny little gears and the way to keep things going. But there's other ways to do that.
Yeah.
There's other ways to measure time. Maybe not so convenient, but as long as we keep the way gears work, I'm okay getting rid of the mechanical clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can just like what do you call those things? I'm suddenly drawing a blank.
Sand timer.
Yeah. Or
I don't know.
Hourglass.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Hourglass. Oh yeah, you're right. But then when does it? Okay, it's an hourglass. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Because in my mind, I'm like, you can't tell what time it is, but you can use it for a different function.
There's other ways. And keeping track of time now, they do. I can't remember the isotope that they use, but it's radioactive decay, right? Some lab somewhere holds the standard for how many seconds or something like that based on the decay of on the half-life of something. I forget.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's other ways to maintain.
You're too smart for this podcast, but go ahead.
I hope not. I could be just
Continue.
talking out my butt.
You are.
but-
Listen, if it's said on here, it's true. If it's said during the podcast, it's true. And if it's disproved outside of the podcast, then, well, guess what? Oh, well.
But I still stand by my decision.
Yeah.
Mercury thermometers can go.
Yeah, thermometers can go. Thermometers can go only because, and I'm sure we're making a bad decision here. I'm sure that we need thermometers that we're forgetting about. I'm sure we're forgetting a very important application for thermometers.
I think so. I think
I'm
that's
pretty
the thing.
sure. But what I use a thermometer for is just to check to see if I have a cold. And that's about it.
I see.
And that's about it.
Cooking.
Right?
Cooking.
Oh, no. We need thermometers. I like a steak.
But you can still use the touch method.
Ain't nobody trying to do that. Ain't nobody trying to touch a steak. No.
They will be if there's no thermometers.
I need my thermometer. I don't need no pictures no more. No, I'm lying. I feel like we can figure things out without a thermometer.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm pretty sure we should be choosing the mechanical clock.
I can see that too. That's my second choice.
But I'll say thermometer. All right, that was Something's Gotta Go.
Get out of here. Get out.
Let us actually no. It is time for our final choice. We have changed our final choice.
All
It's
right.
no longer Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Yeah.
That we will, and we're gonna change it again later.
Yeah.
We're gonna change the final choice again in like June. So look out for that. We have a hire, fire, retire. Right. So what we do is, what does it mean to be hired? This is the business of John Liu.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this person, famous figure or fictional character, is doing such a good job that they deserve, that you want them on your team. All right. Fire. This person has been needs to stop. Whatever they're doing, you don't like them, they need to stop what they're doing. And then retire. This person has put in so much work that they have earned the right to retire.
Interesting.
So hire, fire, retire. Your three choices are Beyonce, forever and always. We will go with, you know what? We will go with Steve Irwin. He passed away. But we will also go with, who's that other animal guy? The guy.
Jack Hanna?
There we go.
The documentary guy?
Yes.
Okay.
We will go with Steve Irwin, Jack Hanna, Beyonce. Assume that all of them are alive and well in their primes.
Okay. Fire is pretty easy. Jack Hanna.
Okay.
Because there's, God bless him, he's not doing anything wrong. It's just that the other two are just on a different level.
Yes.
So someone's got to get fired.
Okay.
And it's going to be fired with a severance package.
There we go.
Because
There we go.
he's a good dude, but let's face it, Jack Hanna's main impact was documentaries and
late night TV shows.
right. And Steve Irwin kind of already crosses over that. There's a bit of redundancy there. We can save some costs, give him a legacy, put up a plaque, retire his jersey, whatever.
Give him, retire his jersey, give him some Rolex watches, not just give him one. We're going to give Jack Hanna deserves a couple.
He does, but he's still getting fired.
But he's still getting fired.
Because Beyonce, she's still creating.
Yes.
She just topped the country musical charts.
Yes,
music
she did.
charts.
Yes, she did. By this recording, she has topped the country musical charts.
Right.
Yes.
And normally I would say, yeah, keep going, keep creating. But for the greater good of the world, and not to say that musical accomplishment is not for the greater good, Steve Irwin alone raised so much awareness, does so much good in the world, and is such a positive force even today.
Still, yes.
Still. And that's with him passed away.
Yes.
Imagine what he could do for, especially in this day and age of climate change, of environmental concern. I feel like both of them, it's so interchangeable, but I would have to say Beyonce can retire.
Yes.
Because she deserves a break.
Yeah.
At this point, if her career ended, she's still one of the GOATs.
Yes.
Undeniably.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever controversy or issues are out there, of which there are minimal as far as I'm aware.
Yes.
So she can retire, but Steve Irwin, hire. So Steve Irwin, hire. Jack Hanna, fire. Beyonce, retire.
This is not one of the rare times. I think this is the first time that this is a back-to-back. I'm in complete alignment with the guest. Because our last guest, we were in alignment with the hire, fire, retire. And this guest, you made a solid point. I'm going to retire Beyonce. I'm going to hire Steve Irwin. And I'm going to fire Jack Hanna. But we're not firing Jack Hanna because we hate Jack Hanna. We're firing Jack Hanna because we don't need you anymore.
Exactly.
And you work. We're letting him go.
Yes.
There we go. We're not firing him.
It's a layoff.
It's a layoff. You're getting laid off. We wish you all the best. If you want a letter of recommendation from me, it's about to be the most fired letter of recommendation you've ever seen. So yeah, that's what I'll do.
Not all firings are bad.
Yes. Yeah. In this podcast, it is. In this podcast, every fire is a bad fire.
This is fair. Guys,
that is our episode. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's KAZEEM. Our audio engineer is QueezyLeo. You can find him online at Ayo Queez. I put that in the show notes. Get at him for all your podcast and audio and video needs. And no. John Liu, what are you up to? Where can we find you?
Oh my God. Instagram, Liu gotta be kidding me. That's my last name, gotta be kidding me. I'm performing all over Southern California. Can I plug a show?
Yeah, plug your show. Plug your weekly show.
Yeah, I'm running a weekly show in Orange County, Fair Trade Comedy. Check that out on Instagram. And yeah, that's where I am. And
if you have a tough choice question or a hire, fire, retire, or if you have a dilemma that you want us to just discuss on our podcast, let us know. Email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. And we'll put all of that in the show notes, by the way, his Fair Trade Comedy and John Liu's Instagram handle. Find us all on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or X, or whatever it's going to be called in 2 months. I've been Kazeem Rahman. This has been John Liu. You guys have been amazing. Tough choice with Kazeem Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.